Hi, Darren Mangum here, securities lawyer with the law firm of Mangum and Associates. Thanks for watching my YouTube channel. Wanted to chat today about MicroStrategy and the Michael Saylor. It's not spelled like a sailor on the ocean, but Saylor. Michael Saylor's MicroStrategy. I mean, he's been through the ups and downs of the crypto market for over the past several years. He's been in the industry for a while, and wanted to kind of highlight his company for really no other purpose, but just as an illustration or an example. And a lot of people are kind of scratching their heads, saying, "What is the value in MicroStrategy's promissory notes?" Right? All they're doing is they're offering these promissory notes to investors, and the only collateral that's backing those notes up is Bitcoin, right? It's basically it's a derivative of Bitcoin, right? It's like, hey, we're going to issue a promissory note, and we're either going to pay you back, or it's convertible into Bitcoin, right? Or that it's collateralized by Bitcoin, right? So. And people are like, well, why don't people just invest directly in Bitcoin? If you're interested in Bitcoin, you just go out and buy it. You don't have to buy these promissory notes that are secured by it. And I mean, it's a super hot. A lot of investors are getting into it, and the reason for the structuring of that is a lot of maybe a lot of hedge funds, a lot of private, a lot of retirement funds, things of that nature. They're kind of prohibited by their internal governance from investing in what would be considered risky assets or cryptocurrency. They couldn't just buy and hold crypto, even though you think of Bitcoin as, oh, that's probably a pretty, based on his history. I mean, it depends on how you look at it, right? But a lot of these funds and a lot of like family offices, they say, hey, look, we're just not going to invest in Bitcoin. However, we can invest in something, other types of private investment, right? And that's really what all Michael Saylor is doing. He's like packaging these notes together. And I mean, I'm not criticizing him. I think it's actually pretty brilliant. And say, hey, invest in my company, and I'm going to back it up with, I'm going to just go out and buy Bitcoin with the money you give me, right? And so now, Bitcoin, who knows? I mean, right now, I think it's around $100,000. I mean, I don't know whenever you're watching this video, I mean, it could be half that, right? It just, it's just going to continue to fluctuate. But what they're banking on is the long-term outlook for Bitcoin. Hey, they're only making, was it 21 million? If I got the number right, 21 million Bitcoin total, right? Ever will be made, ever, right? So that scarcity is like, oh, okay, look, there's only so many, and it's been a widely accepted medium of exchange for a while now, and so it's probably not gonna go to zero, right? Unless, I mean, there's a whole other. I mean, we could talk about. I mean, if we're talking about how safe is Bitcoin, I mean, I read a news article in the Wall Street Journal the other day, or actually a few weeks ago, that it talked about, if AI was able to figure out some way to fork or bifurcate Bitcoin, that supposedly it's not doable, right? And that's what makes it safe. The code is so complex on the blockchain that nobody can just counterfeit it. But I mean, that goes with, like, I've made some other videos about AI. Who knows, right? AI might figure out a way. Somebody may figure out a way to do that, right? And then all of a sudden, if you can't trust the Bitcoin that you've invested in, it may go to zero. But anyway, that's kind of a tangent. I mean, the main point of this video is to say, I mean, again, I'm impressed with Michael's strategy on, hey, I'm going to package these securities together and then sell them and just go buy up these assets, and that's really no different than a lot of people will say, well, how can you do that? Is that legal? Blah, 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 and it's like, it's 100% legal. And can you do promissory notes? The answer is yes. Are promissory notes securities? Absolutely, right? I've got a couple other videos about that. People have the misunderstanding that, hey, promissory notes aren't securities. Well, 100% they're securities. And so, but I illustrate Michael's MicroStrategy as an example of what is possible for you. If you're listening to this and thinking, I want to go buy those assets, I want to go buy, I want to do that. Why can't I do that? And the answer is you can totally go and do that. You can totally put together a fund, a private fund, and whether you're going to issue promissory notes like Michael's doing, or what you can invest, you can structure like a limited partnership interest and say, hey, let's go buy. I mean, we've done so many, I can't remember that. I lost count on how many private crypto funds we've set up over the years, that go out and buy. And again, it may not be as simple as Michael's. Oh, we're just going to buy Bitcoin and that's it. That's a very simple approach. Other private, other crypto funds, they do other things. They invest in like infrastructure. They invest in mining technologies, mining operations, or just other crypto assets, or they diversify across a number of different crypto or digital assets, right? We've got clients that they've fractionalized and invested in different kind of art assets or music assets, different things like that. So the creativity in this space is endless, right? And that's why we like it so much creativity. So yeah, hats off Michael Saylor if you're watching this video. Good job on MicroStrategy, and I think you're doing something that a lot of people maybe just talk about doing, and you're out there doing it. So, but my point is that that this is really doable for anyone who wants to pursue this kind of strategy. Obviously, at Mangum and Associates, we are at the forefront of that, and we are very active in that space. And so, if we can help you, explore some kind of asset acquisition strategy, whether it's crypto or whether it's any other kind of asset, please feel free to reach out. Also, a plug for my book. If you haven't picked up a copy, Raising Capital with Confidence, it's now on Amazon. And if you become a client of the firm, we'll send you a copy. But this is the blueprint for raising capital in today's age. And so I encourage you to, whether you're a seasoned capital raiser or not, you should pick up a copy of this. And yeah, thanks for watching my video. Hopefully you find this content helpful. If this is helpful for a friend of yours, please feel free to share it and like and subscribe and all of the above. And thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next video. Thank you.